was a time that I swore I would never go back. I was blind to the truth, didn't know what I had. I was running, I was searching, but every place I turned for healing left me more broken than the last. Take me back to the place that feels like home, to the people I can depend on, to the faith that's in my bones. Take me back to a preacher and a verse where they've seen me at my worst, to the love I had at first. Oh, I wanna go to church.
Hello, I'm Pastor John Lentz. I'm the pastor here at Lutheran Church of the Good Shepherd, and this is our relaunch video to let you know what is going to be coming up as we endeavor to begin our worship services in person again. We're hoping to be started by November 29th. That's the first Sunday of Advent, and our hope is that you'll consider coming to worship. Now, things are going to be a little bit different because we have a number of COVID restrictions and requirements that we have to go through. And first of all, the first thing that we have to do is make sure that everybody knows that when you come, one of these is necessary. You can bring your own, which we prefer. We do have a number of them here at the church so that when you do come, and if you happen to forget yours at home, you can use one that will be here as well. And there's lots of hand sanitizer and everything here as well. We'll go through all of the steps that you'll need to know about for worship service in just a minute. Just to let you know how to go about this, the first thing that we have to do is to let you know that we have a limit in the number of people that we're allowed to have in the building here, even for worship. And at the present time, we're going to limit it to 60 people. And to be a part of that, we're asking that you phone ahead or email ahead by the Wednesday prior to the worship service that you plan on attending. And that's to give our secretary a chance to find out a few things as well. If you do need something like a sheet with the service on it, because the PowerPoint that we have is just a little bit too far away or that you can't read it, please let Darlene know that you will need a printed copy for yourself, and it'll be in your mailbox when you arrive. If you don't know for sure that you'll be able to attend the worship service by the Wednesday prior, but you find out perhaps Thursday or Friday that you can, do phone anyway. If we don't hit that 60 mark, we'll still have openings there, and there's a possibility that you can be a part of the worship service if we haven't hit that 60 mark yet. So let's walk through what we're going to be doing when you first arrive. So we'll go to the front of the church and start there. Wow. Okay, so when you first arrive, make sure that you have your mask, and then you put it on. I'm just kidding.
Okay, now you want us arriving.
Okay, upon arriving, please do read the signage that's on the door as well, so that you have an idea of what you're going into, what to expect. So when you arrive inside, we're asking you to please do keep your mask on. Maintain a 6-foot distance between yourself and the person in front of you and the person behind you. And when you come in, you'll see the yellow arrows on the floor, and it'll direct you if you need to go to your mailbox, follow the arrows. If you're just coming in to register, we register first. We'll have an usher here at the lectern, and they will make sure that your name is checked off on our list. Once that's done, you can proceed. Keep your coat, and walk in. And once again, we'll have copious amounts of hand sanitizer.
And your name is?
Renata Sheeler.
Okay, we'll check you off.
Take me back to a preacher in a verse where they've seen me at my worst, to the love I had at first. Oh, I wanna go to church.
Okay. So once you have arrived in your pew, that's where you will stay for the duration of the service, except for communion. Now, when you're in the pew, keep your mask on. The services for the time being, until further notice, will be more meditative than participatory. The requirements are that congregation members sitting in the pew are not allowed to sing or to respond the way that Lutherans are used to. So it'll be much quieter for the people in the pews. So when it comes time for communion, we will once again have the usher at work. When that usher comes to your pew, that's your turn to come for Holy Communion. And again, distancing is everything. Keep that 6-foot distance between yourself and the person in front of you. There will be hand sanitizer for you. Please make sure that you sanitize your hands before you come up to receive the elements. And when you come up, you'll receive the elements here. And upon receiving the elements, once that has been done, we'll exit out this side. So you'll come down the center aisle to receive communion. You will go back to your seat once again, down the side aisle, and back up and around back to your seat. Now, when it comes to offering, you can choose whether you bring your offering up with you when you come for Holy Communion, or you can leave your offering for the end of the service when we exit. If you are ready to go. Take one of those. One of those. Yeah. And then you can go this way. Once the worship service is over, we exit in a different spot than where we entered. We entered in the front door, and when the service is over, we exit out the side door. And you'll see the arrows on the carpet here. When the usher comes to your pew, you, your family, or your cohort group exits down the center aisle, comes out here, and out these side doors. Once you're out in the parking lot, the rules, the regulations for COVID still exist. We can't stop you from having fellowship, and it's a good, solid Lutheran tradition to have some fellowship afterwards. But try to remember that we're putting all of these regulations in play here so that everybody remains safe and we can continue our worship services through the rest of the time that we have to adhere to COVID regulations. So I know that it sounds like this is a lot to remember, but do come. We look forward to seeing you back here, and for myself to get to know all of you just a little bit better as we endeavor to start worship services here at Good Shepherd in person once again. So please do consider coming to our worship services. And thank you for watching.
Take me back to a preacher and a verse where they've seen me at my worst, to the love I had at first. Oh, I wanna go to church. I wanna go to church. Oh, more than an obligation, it's our foundation, the family of God. I know it's hard, but we need each other. We're sisters and brothers. Oh, take me back to the place that feels like home, to the people I can depend on, to the faith that's in my bones. Take me back to a preacher and a verse where they've seen me at my worst, to the love I had at first. Oh, I wanna